Hello and welcome to Sid Meier's Starships. I am Mr. Kilimanjaro, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this brand new Firaxis game. It's obviously just came out just today on the 12th, and yeah, I've played a little bit, literally just like half an hour of one game, just so I wouldn't come across like a complete idiot in front of you guys. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff to it. I'm excited to kind of keep going. So we're going to start a new game. We're going to have a look, and hopefully you can see a little bit about it and then decide if you want to get it or not. I think it is actually really cool. It's different than I expected. I didn't look at all that much about what it would be before I got it, but yeah, I mean, let's show you. Let's see what it's a bit about. So we hit new game. Just like in Civ Beyond Earth, even we have the three different branches you could be: supremacy, harmony, purity, representing a different kind of philosophical approach. So purity is kind of like thinking that humans need to be genetically pure. Harmony is thinking humans can be more in harmony with nature, as the name suggests. And supremacy is more about technology and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. In terms of map size, I'm going to go medium. And in terms of difficulty, we're going to go moderate. I've played a moderate before, and it like just because of the learning curve, it was a bit difficult. But we'll go 3 opponents as well instead of 4. But let's give it a go. I tried harmony before, but I'm quite interested to see supremacy. So each different leader you pick gives you a different. Oh no. No, okay. So there's generic advantages which are just displayed against the different leaders of each kind. So each one still has the same advantage of the appropriate one for the other kind. Actually, they're all just the same name. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the names between all of them even before. Right, so they're all the same name. It just depends on the different ones you go for. Okay, that makes more sense. I originally went with 50 credits per city. Each turn, and I can't tell if that was amazingly helpful or not just yet, because I've only played the one game. Metals didn't seem to be all that important. I'm going to go with this actually, because one additional starship would actually be quite useful, I think. So let's start the game with that. So this is a little bit of an explanation about what you do. So you have to go to various planets, do missions for those planets, and that gives you these influence rings. And once you get 4, you gain that planet into your kind of federation, and controlling 51% of the galaxy wins you the game. So it is kind of RTS turn-based in that way, which is interesting. So here we are, Reticuli 57, our home world, and we got around us these 3 different planets. The camera works not with WASD. We also have dark matter. We get a battle card for going there. We also have over here Sagittarius 84, but it's a difficult mission. Right. So let me explain a little bit about what happens in general. So you move to a planet and you do a mission for that planet. Normally involves like a kind of like a fight around that planet. In which case you go into the kind of battle module part of this game, where you get to control everything kind of on a map and shoot and all that kind of stuff, which we'll come to see. You always get advice here to do what you should be doing. First thing you should do is upgrade some of your starships. So let's have a look at our fleet. Right, so we have the 3 ships. We've got the SS Dominant, the SS Champion, and the SS Victorious. Loving those names. I'm all good with that. So the SS Dominant is our assault corvette. We've got a regular corvette and then another corvette. Now, what we have here is the HP of the ships, the speed, which is directly come from engines. Then you get all the different modules you fit into the ships. So we've got shields, armor, lasers, plasma, torpedoes, sensors, stealth, and fighters. Right, so engines just allow you more speed, which allow you to move more on the map. Shields allow you to absorb more damage without it reaching your hull. Armor is just your hull strength, how much damage you can take on that. Lasers are long range, so they're the long range weapons. Plasma cannons are the short range weapons. Torpedoes are things that you get to launch, and yeah, they can flush enemy ships out of cover. So you fire them at the cover, and they have to kind of move to get out of the way of the torpedo. Sensors allow you to see things around you if they're stealthed, or detect things that aren't otherwise there. Stealth allows you to stealth, kind of as it sounds, and fighters allows you to deploy fighters. So the Victorious already has fighters, which is quite cool. Now we have 1,000 energy right now. That energy could buy us a 4th ship, but it's important to. I think what I learned from my last game is that numbers aren't necessarily important. Quality is quite important. So for instance here we have quite low speed, so I'm going to bump that up to 5.6 so that they can move at a reasonable pace with the rest of the squad. What else could we blow our money on? Well, we also have like one ship that's more optimized at long range. I'm going to say it should be the one with the fighters. So I'm going to optimize their lasers so they can shoot a bit better. By kinds, we should have one that's quite good at close, so I'm going to ramp up that plasma by 1 ratchet. I quite like a torpedo. I found it quite useful actually, so I'm going to slap a torpedo on this guy. Then if this guy's going close, extra shields are quite important, although the speed has now gone down. We should address that. So how else can we help? We could put lasers on the one ship that doesn't have lasers. We could slap on another torpedo. You only get 1 torpedo per match, as it were. We actually currently don't have sensors on anyone, so someone needs sensors. Let's have it be the mid-range ship that has sensors. Obviously this is the best we can do with what we have right now. Now, there aren't turns per se. You can move around to the best of your abilities, but your crew has a certain amount of morale. And the more you move, kind of like the more cabin feel, like the more like degraded they'll be. So you need to occasionally come back, go on shore leave, and that'll allow you to generate a new bunch of income for you to upgrade your ship, and will also generate you more science to do this kind of stuff, right? So there are a certain amount of there's not like a scientific tree. I think there are just these various upgrades which you get to do various levels of, and the cost goes up each time you do it. Interestingly, when I started with Supremacy, when I started with Harmony, ion drive field theory, ion drive thermal compression, quantum cognition, and quantum suppression were the ones that were immediately available to me. Quantum suppression is very cheap. We could get quantum suppression and quantum cognition and just kind of max out the quantums quite quickly. But sensors and, I mean, stealth is nice, especially since we have a lot of stealth. But we only have 1,000 science to spend, and some of the stuff might be quite, more useful. Nanoelectronics gives us more damage to long-range lasers. So the question is kind of like whether you want a good defense or you want a good offense. I'm currently still flailing a bit with the long-range games. It's easy to have your shots blocked, and it's difficult to predict moves quite well, so I'm going to kind of lean more on the defensive side right now. We can't get field theory right yet, but let's add armor to
1
hit points. Right, so we'll get another 1,000 science the next turn. Now, we can build cities and improvements. I haven't looked at this before. Right, so this is what you use metal for. Okay, I wasn't clear on that before, actually. So that allows us to increase the stuff on the planet. And I'm assuming building cities is a similar kind of thing. Spend 2,500 food to build a city. Right, so we only have 1,000 food, so we cannot buy another city. Cities add an extra 1,000 of each different kind of thing, right? Okay, so it's interesting. It has some elements of Civ to it, but there's a lot of different stuff too, right? So now we've done a bit of the base management, to use the XCOM kind of terminology. So let's look at what the next thing we should do should be. So, this produces additional food. This produces additional food. That produces more science, and there's dark matter over there. We will go and get the pick it up at some point, because that's just a free move kind of thing. It's not that big a deal. These are going to be missions. That'll give us 300 credits. The Doomsday Experiment. Right, I've done the Doomsday Experiment before. The Galatian problem was actually quite difficult. I don't know about the Thuringian problem. Right, of all these ones, I think that this one is the one I've completed before, and is the one I know how to do. So I'm going to move the fleet there, and we're going to have a look at helping out these guys, trying to get them involved in ours. Right, sorry, I just had to change the ratio of the recording. I just noticed it was cutting off a bit of the top of the screen. Sorry about that. For some reason, even when you tell this game to go full screen, it insists on including the bottom of your toolbar. And I kind of, I didn't want to include that unnecessarily. So, yeah, sorry. So we're not including the bottom of the toolbar, because the game for some reason is including it right now, even when it's full screen. So sorry, I just changed the ratio, so sorry if it looks a bit different now. But that was all it was, just so you could see what the thing was. Episode 1, the Doomsday Experiment. So they tried building a ship around the Marauder thing with Marauder technology. I'm not sure what Marauder technology is, but anyway, AI sees control and the thing has gone rogue. How can we destroy the Doomsday before it becomes fully operational? So before any mission, you come to this bit. This is kind of like, I guess, the what's it called? The bridge of your ship where you get to. So to find out more about what you're doing, right? To tell me more about the planet.
Information.
Right. So this is important for us. Porous asteroid fields will have a lesser effect upon energy weapons, so we can shoot through asteroids more. And I guess plasma through asteroids more, because plasma is energy too. The 1 billion citizens include many savvy traders who can buy and sell resources efficiently. So that'd be like if they were to join. That's the rogue ship right there. Torpedoes are vital when maximum damage is required.
Chance of mission success
72% to go through. So that's the only enemy we have, the Doomsday device, which has not great speed, but it does have only 75 HP. The one I had 125. Maybe shields will make a difference to that. And it has 2 fighters on it, so it's going to be able to deploy 2 fighters over the course of the mission, I think. That's all fine though. You get to manage your starships quickly if you have any extra things to do, but we don't. We have no energy. So yeah, we're ready for action.
Yes, Commander.
So this is the mission to destroy that thing, and now we enter the battle map, which I quite like actually. So it has the opening move, it deployed its fighter, and it moved along to there. Right, now how this works here, and the camera pans smoothly in here, so I don't understand why it can't pan smoothly on the galactic map, but it can't for whatever reason. Either way, right, so asteroids, as you can see, act a bit like cover did in XCOM. They block certain lines of sight, and normally asteroids act to negate the amount of damage done by 100%. So even if there's one asteroid between you and the thing you're shooting at, they'll block the entirety of the damage. As we saw, because these asteroids are porous, they don't block as much, but they still block enough that it won't be worth it to kind of shoot through at the end of the day. So you get all of your ships starting, and we get to move about. These wormholes allow you to move to other wormholes, but it's actually random. I thought they were set for a bit, but that ended up screwing me over at one point, and they weren't set. So it is a random. We could end up here, but we could also end up like out there, which wouldn't be as useful. So what do you want to do? He's out of cover right now. We're behind quite a lot of cover, so once he gets closer, it'll be a bit more difficult. It'd be nice to try and catch him in like an little alley like this. So this has the good lasers, so we want to keep this one more at range if possible. We're not going to be able to fire off a shot at him, I think. Maybe. So you can move and shoot. This isn't quite the same as XCOM. No, there's too many asteroids in the way. 58%. Nah, this is probably not going to do enough damage. We'll launch our fighters so that we have those out there. Otherwise, I think we'll sit behind these asteroids. This one really doesn't have good movement, so he's in quite a nice little pocket right now, actually. But obviously the lasers work in there to their advantage too. So if they get closer here, they might be able to shoot this turn. So let's pull back. He shouldn't be able to clock a shot on there, I think. Like I said, I'm still unclear. Although actually we'll just slap on stealth mode too, so hopefully he won't get shot unless he gets too close. Then that just leaves the question of what to do with you. Might engage stealth mode similarly. Since you have pretty good movement, let's just put you back here for now. Activate stealth mode. Right, and then we end the turn. He'll probably deploy his second batch of fighters, yep, and then he's moving a bit closer. Right, so he has really bad movements, so we're going to try and predict his movements quite well. He's going to come through here, so we could pop a shot with the fighters and then move off as well. Like we said, we can shoot and then move, although the fighters can't move quite as well. Another good idea might be to actually launch our torpedo as well. If we can angle it just right, then it could do a lot of damage if he moves it a bit closer. So let's move there. That looks like a good trajectory to me. So the torpedo launches. Alright, that's turn 1. We get to next turn decide if we want to detonate it there or roll on to the next turn. So we'll almost definitely roll, unless he moves like real close. Right, now the fighters. Oh no, we have the SS Courageous selected. We want the fighters selected. No, sorry, we did have the fighters selected. Right. we should be able to clock a... yeah, Roy got the royal blue selected. We should be able to clock a shot from there. So, 18 points, we could blow up those fighters. I'm actually going to blow up those fighters, because those fighters are a real pain if they're getting behind us, and they move a lot faster than the Doomsday device. And then we move off. Now we should be able to similarly clock a shot with this one, and then move off there. My only worry with that will be if he moves up close enough, he'll be able to get a really good shot on us. What about you? Can you get a good shot in? Yeah, 28. That is not bad. Obviously, you do better closer with plasma, I think, but still. And you have a chance of doing enough damage to kind of really hurt the thing, which we like. You fired. Sorry, that's a battle card we have we could activate. You fired the torpedo, so we can't do anything else this mission, this turn, not this mission. So let's move back behind the asteroids, or wait out there. We could try and glean a laser shot across less asteroids than just move off behind here. So it's only 8 points of damage, but it's better than putting us at a huge amount of risk, so that's fine. We take damage where we can get it, and we'll pull back. Right, you've shot, so you need to move back behind some form of cover. Right, here the fighters come through. You can see our fighters, so they shoot. Our fighters are out. It's okay. Ooh, we got close. 22. It's quite a lot. Right, this one we're running forwards. We'll detonate there. So I got those fighters down. So there are no more fighters to be launched. So that's that. We actually just need to take care of the ship now. Now we can do 81 damage to it, and that should actually kill it, I think. So we're going to do that.
Good work.
Yep. There we go. So that's how you do it, kids. No, I'm not going to pretend. Like the first time that happens to you, if you haven't watched this video, or like if you do it before, like it's very confusing how this all works. Especially since there's not really any kind of tutorial to it. You just kind of have to figure it out by yourself. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's quite interesting. There's a lot of different things to take into account. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame they haven't put multiplayer on it. Hopefully they will at some point, because I think that'll be really, really interesting.
Trade route established with RG 58.
Yeah, so as it says, RG 58, we now have the trade route established. So we have +1 influence. When you get +4, you get the... 50% of the people now support our federation. Alright, so when you get 2, we'll just take over it. So we're happy to offer our assistance. Now Centauri 78 is the cooperative homeworld, as we can see. Supply us with half of the system... half the research produces this via the star system. Cool. Great. Well, that is great. As you can see now, though, most of our crew is operating at peak effectiveness, but some are not anymore. So we need to be thinking about we could buy influence. 300 credits. No, we don't have enough. I'm not sure how we're going to get more. Maybe we'll have a new mission at some point, but we currently do not. Let's have a look at this dark matter. See what happens here. To all damage. Okay, so we got a card there, which is nice. 2 influence points. Right, so that's another mission we could do. We're not at peak effectiveness right now, though, since we travel 2 turns abroad. Let's move back here. As you can see, yeah. So this, in lieu of like an ostensible turn counter, this is kind of what determines the go away. This determines the kinds of seriously Chrome. Sorry, as you can see, that's part of the annoying thing, that it just doesn't want to delete the. It won't remove the toolbar from below your thing. That it completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so in lieu of a turn counter, you just lose effectiveness the longer you're out at space. So we're going to move back home, and we're going to hit shore leave. So we'll recuperate. We'll get each one of these resources added to our pool.
Venez, mettez-vous à l'aise.
and we've met someone else. And they have 2 ships right now. Tell me about your cooperative. They have a fleet. 25% chance of dominating the galaxy. That's nice about them. They only have Centauri 78 as you've seen. Yes, we have destiny. Okay, so this is also where we get to kind of diplomatic interactions. We'll leave it for now, though. Alright, so they went there, did that mission. Went there, did that mission. Reminding you of how you have to win. Right, so we now have 1,050. We need to spend 80 to repair one of our ships. And now we can blow this money on more stuff for our ships. I think early on, from what I can imagine right now, early on it's going to be important to keep your ships kind of viable. Right, so we need that speed. What else could we spend it on? We have the torpedo. I quite like another torpedo. Just because that would be quite helpful for me. And then it might be worth spending the rest on upgrades to shields and the like. Quite like more fighters as well. And one set of sensors. We don't need stealth for everyone, that's about unnecessary. Yeah, let's just go better shields all around. I think that's important. Right, in terms of new technology, we have 1,075 space science bucks to blow on this kind of stuff. Use your science, damn right. So fighters get 1 more random module, 25 to stealth systems, to sensors, or 25 damage caused by torpedo detonation. I'm gonna wait because I want the improvement to shields, so we're gonna hold off on that for this turn. Right, we now have 2,050 metal, so we can increase future metal production, we can increase science, we can increase food, or we can add a Megabot defense craft. Now you know me, I'm always a fan of the Megabot. I love that Megabot. But since metal is what we're going to be needing to buy any of this stuff kind of further than the level we have, I'm going to reckon that we should be banking on some extra metal right now. So, autoplant upgrade, I'm good with that. How about building cities? We currently have 2050, so we need another turn before we can build another city. Alright, so we'll wait for the next shore leave. Right, but we now need to go on another mission. I reckon we'll do one more mission. Maybe we'll get to the end of the next shore leave, and then we'll call it a day. And I'll wait to pick up on the next one. Now I quite like to kind of lock down this planet, but there doesn't seem to be any way to do so. Oh no, there is a mission there now. Maze Menace. We're only 400 science and 1 influence point. Right, so I want to do that because we're going to lock down that planet then, and it's important to do it before these guys get to it. A party of settlers have become trapped in a maze of asteroids and suicide bots. Can your flagship transport them to the warp portal?
Chance of mission success 29%.
Oh, that is a very low chance of success. God. Right, so they have a lot of suicide drones and fighter squadrons that come in at various turns, it seems. 29% is really low to survive a mission. God. I don't know, part of me is maybe thinking that we should kind of flunk out of this one. Maybe it's because we only have our flagship. Maybe that's what this is telling me, that only the flagship is coming along with us. If that's true, then one ship against all of those ships is literally suicide, in which case, no, I can't do that right now. Which is a shame, because we just burnt, oh my god. They have to mod that, it is annoying as shit. We just lost crew effectiveness for nothing. Let's tap into this, get this down now. Improve shield level by 1. That's a very difficult mission. Let's have a look at what this mission is.
Approaching Volantis. 50.
A Mauler squadron has managed to separate the ships off from our fleet. We can engage them, but we're temporarily separated. Shall we engage?
Chance of mission success 70.
Okay, there's only a corvette and a fighter squadron. That's not bad. We should use the map to our advantage in this situation.
Displaying planetary information.
Quantum duality has activated all stealth systems in this region. Don't know what quantum duality is, but thanks, quantum duality. Yeah, since it's 70%, let's give it a shot. Eliminate the Mirage starships. Stealth systems are engaged, so that means we're going to have to be detecting them. Right, so our fleet splits up as it said. Now, what did you have? So you're the mid-range one, which is unfortunate because if you had the really sick lasers, that'd be really great if we could take those ones out now. You have the sick lasers, don't you? No, you have the sick lasers. You have the sick lasers. Is there any way to get a clear shot? Maybe not. So I'm just looking through the battle cards. I don't think we need to do any of those right now. Alright, I think we definitely want to move up here. Stealth systems are engaged. I'll be able to rock off a shot and then move back into cover. That'll be nice. Alright, so that's 42 damage done, which I'm happy with. And we'll run back. Maybe we'll even run back here because that'll be slightly more difficult to hit. You don't have the fighters, do you? No. Line of fire is slightly blocked. Oh, we can shoot through there. Okay, that did a lot of damage, which is nice. Let's move hopefully out of range from there.
Fighters online.
Fighters launched. We've got the Royal Blues. Good to have you back, team. They'll move there. We can't then shoot. Yep, that's right. So we have to hide out. So yes, let's see what they do. This fighter's going to get a shot, but that's okay. That's our big one.
Shields have been damaged.
You're going to get a shot. Ooh, he has plasma. Okay. That's fine, because we're going to finish you off now. Move you there, finish off those fighters.
Nice shot.
And then you are going to finish off
Nice shot. Good work.
him. Okay. So yeah, we sustained 100% damage, which has lost us a lot of points, obviously, to the score, but still...
Trade route established with
Established the trade route.
59.
So that is not bad at all. Right, so we took a lot of damage there. Ooh, that is hefty to repair. So, yeah, Maze Menace was a really tough mission, wasn't it? So we're going to have to wait out on that one. It'd be nice to get another mission in, but I mean... Yeah, we're just not operating at a good effectiveness right now. So, tell you what, let's pull back. Yeah, we just couldn't have done more. We'll go on shore leave. They're going to cap a planet. Yep, so they captured Bootis, which is a great name for a planet. And almost captured Scorpii. They left out that one again, too. Right, so we'll do a little bit of the base management, then I'll finish. So, right, I said I wanted field theory. We'll get field theory. I'd also quite like thermal compression, because torpedo damages would be nice to have up. That can kind of one-shot a couple of ships for us. Alright, how about improvements? Well, we already have that metal kind of working in our favour, though I think we got extra from the one before. Energy production would be nice, but... when we up science?
Crypto lab upgraded.
Because science is important. Remember that, kid? Science is important. Alright, it innately healed a bit of damage by itself, so we don't have to splurge as much energy, but let's finish fixing up. We'll look back at... Sorry, no. We'll come back and finish up the rest of those, but most important thing is I quite like to build a new city now. So we'll spend 2,500 of our food on a new city. Cool. Those are cool looking cities, aren't they? Right, so we have a new city now, so that's upped all our resources by extra 200 or 250 or something. 200, I think. So yeah, that's cool. So thank you for joining me for this first episode. When we come back, we will continue working on our fleet. We'll hopefully cap one or both of these planets. That's a difficult mission that's rolled there. It's still on Maze. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. I think it's a really interesting game. It's panning out quite interestingly, and yeah, there's kind of a lot of bits and bobs to learn to use in your advantage. I hope so. Yeah, I hope you've liked what you've seen. I would suggest getting the game. I think they will eventually patch things like making full screen work properly. Because come on, Sid. Like, it's basic stuff. No one wants to have to be seeing other things appearing at the bottom of the screen. I'm supposed to be immersed in this game. Like that. Shush evolve. Other things I don't understand why the camera is quite so jerky out on the main map. But those are actually my only two complaints so far. It's actually been very interesting, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it, and I'm hoping to be able to show you the more that we play. So thank you for watching. Please join me next time. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you out there in the stars.